Hey, bestie. I'm in class, so I'm bored. I'm just bored because I work at 2, but I don't have anything to do. I'm on summer break. I'm on summertime. But I don't have anything to do. But I feel like talking shit. To be honest. I feel like talking shit. And if you say you don't like to talk shit, you're weird because I talk shit. Ah! Good little girl. I don't know, you could do filters. Hey, Julia, I'm late. No, you're not late. I just started this. But no one's joining. No one ever joins my lives anymore. Honestly, that's fine. But no one ever joins my lives anymore. So it's a little bit depressing. We have holidays right now? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if my voice is better or not either. I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit better. I don't know if you were on my live like last week, but I was sick and I feel better now, but my voice is still like a little clogged up. So, yeah. How's your day been going? It's been going good because, oh my gosh, I got a coffee yesterday from Dunkin'. By the way, I'm literally holding my phone up with my knees right now. I got a coffee. Oh, look at this picture. Look at little Mew Mew. Anyways, yesterday I got a coffee and like, I feel like I've talked about this. I don't know if anyone else has seen that trend, but it's like, what was it? I don't know if the coffee's good or if it tastes like river water. And I'm telling you, that's a thing. Like, if you don't get Dunkin', sometimes it legit tastes like river water. Like, it literally just tastes like dirty water. But, and it's disgusting. But I know why it tastes like water, okay? So, when you get a coffee, okay, you gotta keep up here. So, when you get a coffee from Dunkin', you know, you get the flavor in it. So, like, this one is hazelnut, okay? So, when you get the flavor, it should be hazelnut swirl, okay? It should be the flavor swirls, right? But when it tastes like river water, it's because instead of putting the flavor swirls in there, I think they put the flavor shots. Because every time I've had a coffee taste like water, it says that I got a flavor shot. Bitch, no. So I think that's why. I work at Dunkin'. Please tell me if I'm right. Please tell me if I'm right, because you have to know what I mean. Like, I swear, it tastes like water when they put the flavor shots and not the flavor swirls. I think I'm onto something. So tell me if I'm right, please, because it's been bothering me. Like, me and my friends all talk about this. Why is the straw so long? I don't know. They give me a big straw. But, in my town, so, like, in my town, it's, like, there's Bourbonnais, Bradley, Kankakee, right? There's a Dunkin' in Bourbonnais, there's 2 Dunkins in Bourbonnais, and then there's one in Kankakee. The worst one is this, like, everyone knows what the worst one is in my town. Like, when I go on Twitter and open Twitter, like, I literally see people talking shit about the Dunkin' that's by Culver's in my town. They're so bad. Like, they're so bad. So I never go there. I go to a different Dunkin', and they never mess up my coffee. Like, my knees are starting to shake from holding up my phone. Look at this. Anyways, I went to the good Dunkin', like where I always go, right? And tell me why. I literally almost threw up. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, Claire is my witness. Like, I literally got home, and I was on FaceTime, like, on my way home, so I didn't try my coffee when I was at the Dunkin'. Big mistake, because then I got home and I tried it. It tasted like coconut water. It literally, so I think that they put the coconut milk or whatever that shit is in my drink, because it tasted so disgusting. It was literally like coconut milk or coconut water with the hazelnut flavoring. And I literally tasted it and I was like, and like Claire was like, girl, what are you doing? I was like, taste this. And it was disgusting. It was so gross. But they redeemed themselves today, so I just fucking choked. Oh my god. I literally just choked. That was weird, but yeah, so they redeemed themselves today, but yeah, yesterday it was so disgusting. Like, I literally... Oh, what's this? What's your favorite color? What is my favorite... Oh, that's what you do? Anyways, are you still drinking it? No, that was yesterday. Then I went back today, and I got a coffee, and it actually was good, so... I was scared, though. I was scared. But yeah, so, update. I am feeling better. I did get some people sick. And I feel bad about that, but I had a upper respiratory infection, and they told me I had to go to work, so honestly, it's their fault. But that's why my voice may sound a little scratchy. It may sound a little weird. But, yeah. It isn't your fault. I know it's not my fault, but I feel like it's like this at every corporation. I don't know, actually. But my Walgreens, they don't play games. If you're sick, unless you have, like, COVID, they will make your ass go into work. Like, I remember 2 years ago, I had like a big, long story short, I used this mascara, right? And I know it was the mascara because, just listen, I used this mascara, and apparently it was expired. I didn't know that at the time, but I was using an expired mascara, okay? Then, all of a sudden, I got this big ass sty on my eye. Like, I'm talking, like, it was, like, this thick. Like, it was, like, out there. Like, it was a big sty. I thought the live said talking shit. I do want to talk shit. I like talking shit. I had this big fucking sty on my eye. Like, it was disgusting. I had to go to the eye doctor, and eye doctors are expensive. Like, even if you have insurance, eye doctors are so expensive. And long story short, they injected steroids into my sty. Like, I had to get a shot in my eye. You know how scary that was? And then, like, before they gave me, like, the shot in my eye, they had to, like, put this stuff in my eye to, like, so that my eyes were, like, dilated, like, my pupils were dilated. It looked like I was on coke. And, like, then I was, like, sensitive to light. And so I had to put, like, an eye patch on. And so my work made me go to work with an eye patch on. And, yeah, they didn't care. They did not care. I was like, I just had to get, like, a shot in my eye, like, my eye hurts, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, okay, come in. And I was like, so, yeah, I had to walk around work wearing an eye patch. And that's the shit that they do. So, yeah, they don't care when you're sick. You still have to go into work. I feel like that's how a lot of jobs are, but, yeah. Yeah. I was also just thinking about the time when I had COVID. I had COVID, like, way before. like, when I got COVID, it was before it was, like, people were, like, freaking out and, like, we started wearing masks and stuff. Oh my gosh. And so, like, they didn't have, like, COVID tests yet. At least, like, you couldn't just go get a COVID test. Like, I'm talking, like, right before everything. And I know it was COVID because I was sick for, like, a month. And, like, I couldn't taste, I couldn't smell. Like, I could barely breathe. Like, I was like, like, I could barely breathe. I was so sick. And I went to the hospital. Mind you, I was at college, like, 6.5 hours away from home this whole time. And, oh my gosh, this still makes me mad. So at the hospital, I tested negative for, like, strep, the flu, blah, blah, blah. They gave me a lung x-ray, like, all this stuff. But they didn't have tests for COVID. So, like, they couldn't be like, oh, you have COVID, because they didn't have the test. And so they just gave me, like, a bullshit inhaler. And anyways, I was in softball at the time, right? And so we had to run. We had to run more than necessary, in my opinion. In my opinion, we had to run way more than necessary. Like, anyways, and so I was sick. And so, like, my doctor was like, you need to, like, take a break, like, don't do any, like, heavy exercise, like, blah, 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 because I couldn't breathe. And, then, what do I know? I'm at softball, and we have to do fucking Indian runs. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? 'Cause that shit was terrible. We had to do Indian runs. And I'm not talking, like, just, like, 5 minutes. Like, for, like, a fucking hour. It's like, what? And anyways, so we were doing, like, Indian runs. And it was indoor and stuff. But I could literally not breathe. Like, the whole time we were running, I could not keep up. And I was just like, and I'm really bad at running anyways. Like, I'll admit that. But I was just, like, in the back of everyone, and I was like, and, like, I could not breathe. And so I had to, like, stop and, like, use my inhaler and, like, take a breath. Like, I had to take a break. Like, I literally, I felt like I was gonna, why do I keep choking? I felt like I was gonna pass out. And I literally remember people on my softball team getting they were so mad at me and, like, talking shit about me because I had to use my inhaler and take a break. And they were mad at me. And looking back on it, like, why were you so mad? Why were you so mad? I think they're, like, suicides. Indian runs are, like, that's just what they're called. Like, that's what everyone calls them. I don't know if people call them other things, but that's always what my coaches have called them. But it's, like, everyone runs in a line. So, like, pretty much we would do them with, like, a weighted ball. So, like, everyone would be running in a track, right? It doesn't have to be in a track, but, like, this is how we do it. You would be running, and everyone on the team was in a line, and then the person in the front would, like, pass a weighted ball back to the person behind them. So everyone was in a line, have to pass this weighted ball behind your head. But you can do it without, like, a weighted ball. But pretty much, once the weighted ball got to the last person in line, they had to sprint to the front of the line. And so, like, if everyone else was going really fast, like, you had to, like, make it to the front. So it'd just repeat. So everyone would just be, like, constantly, like, running ahead of each other. But they're terrible. But yeah, I just remember, like, I'm getting triggered thinking about it. I just remember this one girl was like, you need to stop taking a break. You need to run with us. Shut the fuck up. Still makes me mad. I literally couldn't fucking breathe. Like, I will never understand when I'll never understand when people are like that. But yeah, that's when I had COVID. But yeah, there weren't, like, tests for it yet, but I was sick for, like, a whole month. And then after I was sick, I kept getting, like, my immune system was so, like, weak that I got pink eye. And then I got a double ear infection. And, like, it just wouldn't stop. I just kept getting sick, and it was terrible. So that's when I had COVID. And someone said, why didn't you get the vaccine? I literally just said, this was, like, before even COVID tests. Like, this was before you could just schedule a COVID test somewhere. Like, only, like, hospitals had the COVID test, and a lot of hospitals didn't even have them yet. Because it was, like, before it all. You know? But, yeah. And I'm pretty sure my roommate had it, too, because she was also sick. Early quarantine, guys? Yeah, exactly. Exactly.